Hi guys, I'm Sean.
I'm Josh.
And in this video, we're talking to you, those that may be forced to consider making a move to the mountains of Colorado, and you want a bunch of reasons why you shouldn't come here. This is a perfect video for you. We're gonna cover the 11 reasons, I think we got about 11 reasons, why 12. Why the Colorado mountains suck and you should not move out here. So if you want a video all about that, this is the video for you, so stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Moxie Denver. We're a real estate team and we love making videos about what it's like to live in the foothills of Colorado. So if you're into that business, stay tuned by hitting subscribe and then
hitting the bell.
There you go.
And you get that notification every single time that we send another video.
But yeah, thanks. Reach out if there's more things that we didn't recommend, because I know a lot of people that live in the foothills and mountains of Colorado don't want anybody else moving out here. Now's your chance. 4 more reasons why Colorado sucks into the comments. Yeah, comments. And if you're going to talk about the millennials moving into town, just remember I am a millennial and I take it very personally, okay? All right, let's get on into the list. All right, point number one, why you should not move to the mountains of Colorado: delivery service. Grubhub, some DoorDash, it's not gonna happen. You will be very limited on options if you do have any. If they do come, it's gonna be like an hour and a half?
Hour 15. You know, my wife and I, we occasionally are like, let's just order some food. The best option for you is to order from a restaurant in Denver. Then they drive it up to you. By the time it gets to you, it's been like an hour and a half since you ordered that, and it is cold. So if you're like, hey man, I'm seriously not going to cook.
Yeah, if you don't like to cook for yourself, the mountains are gonna probably suck for you. So there's that. Unless you have a live-in chef. And if that's the case, we definitely want to sell your house.
I would really like to talk to you. Yeah, let's talk to you.
All right, point number 2.
Wildfires.
Yep.
Natural disasters.
Just rolling the dice, buddy.
Things that happen that is out of your control. Wildfires is your #1 biggest threat up in the mountains. A lot of us have wood-burning stoves. So people sometimes are, I would almost say, naive of how to start a correct fire. I'm gonna give you a story right now. I had my wife who was home alone, and she decided to scoop out the old ash that was in our fireplace.
I already know where this is going.
She set it in a cardboard box, and my house caught on fire. And I had to put it out with a water bottle. One mistake there could have ended everybody's...
No, sorry.
No, that's fair, 100%. She's dope. But could have ended that entire community.
And we have a lot of people that aren't from here that are now hitting the mountains on the weekends and doing campfires and things like that, and they don't really get it, how big of a danger it is. A good wind takes your campfire, throws some ash, lights the whole forest on fire.
That is an every single year threat. Maybe why you don't want to live up in the mountains.
Big boo!
Big boo! Number 3, let's jump into this. Number 3, hey, you're gonna move up here for seclusion and privacy and enjoy the nature. There are other people who are moving up here to do that exact same thing that might not have the best interest for
different
the
reasons, right? And then you get some crazy people.
Crazy people.
Some crazy people. One quick story. I had a property that we were looking at, and they don't show you this in the pictures when you're looking online. Family of 3 was looking to buy. I was helping them, so I went up to the property. The neighbor's house behind them, it looked like Tim Burton's lived there. They had tombstones in the front yard, but nobody was buried there.
And it was in October.
Right, it was in October. Maybe they're fun crazy, or maybe they're crazy crazy.
And with that crazy, they might be moving up there to cook meth. Crazies sometimes cook meth in these mountain homes because they're secluded and private, and they destroy that house. Maybe watch out.
Yeah, and we don't want to get canceled by the meth crowd, so we're not saying all meth people are crazy, but some crazy people do meth.
Hold on.
Number 4, you have less sunny hours up in the mountains. So Colorado is known for our sunshine. We get more sunshine in a year than Maui. But when you're in the mountains, because you could be tucked, in between different valleys or canyons or whatever.
Yeah, north face, south face. So south face, you're just direct sunlight. You're sitting on the opposite side. That sun never hit you. So you're just gonna sit always the coldest with snow load after snow load just sitting on your house. And you're just like maybe pulling that Seattle depression of like, I didn't see the sun today.
Yeah, so you're telling me because like 4:30, like your kids are like getting into it.
They're
and they
ready.
Want to go outside.
They're ready to play. And the sun is set, and I'm bringing twin girls outside into the freezing cold, and they look at me and they pull that like, Dad, are you freaking kidding me? This is BS. And I'm like, well, we still got 3 hours till nap time, so you better figure it out. And it just doesn't work out.
That could happen.
Maybe a reason not to move to the mountains.
Yeah. Number 5.
Number 5, wildlife. You might not actually appreciate the wildlife and might not want them hanging out with you all the time. Up in the foothills, we're looking at elk, deer, which are beautiful creatures. They will eat all of your flowers, all of your raspberries, all of your garden. They will destroy anything you want to plant outside, which maybe that's the reason you want to come up there is make a beautiful garden up with this great sunrise, great sunsets, good amount of sun for the summertime, and you make this awesome garden. It will be gone if you don't have a greenhouse. Now let's talk about predators.
Well, yeah, so those guys are going to eat your garden.
Yeah, so garden's gone.
Yeah.
You're still looking at awesome
Who's going to
creatures.
eat your kids and pets?
Yeah, but most likely your pets.
Knock on wood.
You're going to be looking at bears, mountain lions. Mountain lions are definitely going to take out your dog. Then you're going to be looking at foxes. Nice little fun. Yeah, I'm a fox. Yeah, fox killed my cat. So let's go into that. Yeah, I lost Miss Lady. God bless her soul.
So cats definitely should be inside cats. And if they, and dogs to his point, even if it's a big dog like a German Shepherd, you still have to keep an eye on them.
It's a real threat every single week up in the foothills. Somebody's lost an animal. All right, don't move to the mountains. Next one, let's jump into...
Moment of silence for Lady.
She was an angel. So let's jump into number 6. John, what happens if you hate the outdoors?
Well, that's a terrible place for you to live then.
Yeah, why would you move up there? What if you are a city person who actually enjoys activity of the community right around you there? You know, I want to go to this restaurant. I want to go see a movie. I want to go bowling. I want to go do anything. The mountains aren't going to give you that.
Yeah, it kind of kills any spontaneous like activity though. Even eating out, bowling, stuff like that.
Go to a bar, go hang out with your friends at any moments given. You're not getting that in the mountains. It's like you have 3 locations you could go to. Then from there, it's still you're looking at a 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
Like, what if I hey, I just want to walk outside, walk my dog on a sidewalk? That's not happening.
Or if you have the tendency to be like, I could be a hermit. It's kind of like my fear a little bit. It's super easy to be a hermit in the mountains.
It's very tough. Also, I would like to add on to this is just being single up there.
And that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to move up to the foothills. Is because the dating life.
The dating life is tough.
Right.
You might get into your own hermit and enjoy just hanging out with yourself, and then all of a sudden you realize I never found love.
I never found love.
Found love.
Number 7.
Number 7.
I think this is the biggest hurdle for a lot of people getting out here. If you're from California or New York or something like that, the costs don't look that bad. But if you're from like Kansas, Missouri, or Georgia, the cost of living up in Evergreen seems super expensive, and that is because it is. On average, for a town like Evergreen, which is one of the more popular, you're looking $850 plus for the average listing price of a home. I think $850 was actually the median the last 6 months, like $1 million plus for the average. So it is expensive. Evergreen's a little bit more expensive than some of the surrounding areas. But once you get into the foothills and you actually get there, day-to-day cost of living can be less expensive because some of the utilities are better.
You're paying for large land and a large house. That is the biggest hiccup we've seen for trying to get people up to the foothills.
Right.
It's expensive.
Right, and it's competitive. Now there's this like 1 hour barrier. If you're like an hour out from the city, things then slowly decline in price out there.
I would almost say plummet. Prices plummet. So if you're willing to make the drive, you can find a beautiful mountain house.
Yeah, but that's not a con. So don't show this part to your significant other if they're trying to get you moved here.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks. It's super expensive.
But for the one person who's like really set on this, we're there for you.
Number 8, real quick, walkability sucks. You need a car to live in the mountains. So if you're a city person and you like using public transport, you got to get yourself a car. It's not going to work in the foothills.
If you look at this map, there's this one spot you can walk.
That's about it.
That's it.
So I don't think we need to beat that up. Walkability sucks. You need a car.
Yeah, get a car.
There you go. All right, number 9. This is where we come into play, and this is the coaching that we give to our clients. Right now, with the current state of the market, you have to get comfortable with not seeing the property before you actually put it under contract. That sucks for some people to get over, but if you are trying to find the home that you like, fly out here, see it first, then put it under contract, she gone.
She is gone.
It's already going to be
That
gone.
house is already under contract.
In Evergreen, the average days on the market is 6, and that's the average. So most are like 4, where it'll hit the market Thursday, be under contract on Monday. And so what we do is we will go up there for you, video the property, do a FaceTime live if we can, and then tell you if the neighbors have tombstones or it looks like Tim Burton lives there or something like that, and give you everything that you should know. House smelling like piss, cat piss.
Yeah.
Cat piss. I'll say that. The houses don't typically
Cat
smell
piss.
like regular people piss. So that's the important thing that we'll do for you to be comfortable enough for putting in a contract without seeing it. Then you'll fly out here, call us, we'll give you all the details of how that works. But that is a negative. That sucks, and it's hard for some people, but that's the state of the market that we're in here in the mountains.
It's fast.
Number 10. Number 10 is home maintenance. I'll let you go into this one a little bit more, but I know there are a lot of just unique costs to living in the mountains, Colorado, that are seasonal and that people often don't think about, but it's a little bit labor intensive. You're either gonna have to do it or pay for it, right?
Yes. So let's just talk about what the winters will do here. So up in the foothills, you're realistically looking at good amount of snow going to come down every winter, and it's going to put a snow load on your decks, your roof, and just overall, over your driveway, everything. That snow load is going to absorb into if you have a wood deck, it's going to absorb into that. It's going to deteriorate your decks. Every 5 years, that thing is going to be destroyed. That's just decks. Then you have your roof. If you don't have a metal roof, then you're looking at shingles, sandpapery shingle that's holding your snow up there, pressure down onto your, foundation. The
Rip
roof,
off your gutters. Yeah,
rip off the
things like that.
gutters. We haven't even talked about wells. So the only way you access water is you have a private well. It's your own well. You're talking about well filtration, your well pump, your well depth, things that are just like they're tedious. There's just like tedious things where every single time it snows, I have to plow my driveway.
Yep, decks, roof, fire mitigation. So picking up the slash.
Yeah. Pick up your slash because you have to do fire mitigation. There's just so much that are little maintenance.
You get it?
Yeah, like maybe you don't want it. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want it all run off a city and you have, a good nice HOA so nobody's doing anything gross to their house, painting it pink or making you upset. These things don't happen up in the mountains, but you've got to handle it yourself.
Number 11. Number 11 is for those that work from home and you're like, hey, now that I can work from anywhere, why not move up to the Foothills, Colorado? I'll tell you one reason why you shouldn't. You can't even get internet at your house, or if you do, it's like super slow. Not enough for FaceTime or Zoom meetings.
3 megabytes a second. 3 is on average is what you get. Trying to work from home, trying to put up a Zoom meeting, that is not going to happen for you.
But it can be done, so you can find properties. But it is such property thing. Your life will suck if you're somebody that works from home.
And agents like us understand that process. But what we're trying to say to you is if this is an end-all, be-all deal breaker, you might not want to move to the mountains.
Last thing, we got one more for you. And this is all about those log cabin homes. Go for it.
Oh, I'm going to jump on this because I just dealt with this. So, log cabin homes. I am looking for
That
that.
cabin feel.
Oh, man. The best. Log cabin, wood-burning fireplace, the beast. No one's going to freaking insure
You probably have these big, beautiful windows,
Oh,
too.
you know, but no one's insuring you. Nobody,
why?
Because why would you put a log cabin house in a drought montane desert, set it up there, and then put a wood-burning fireplace inside of that thing. You are literally a matchbox.
I hadn't really thought of it like that having a burning fireplace in a log cabin house is like having a fire in a matchbox.
It's literally just throw it in there.
And with a log cabin, she gone.
Log cabin is down.
All those reasons that we just mentioned are why you should not come out here. One more. Whoa, I said locals don't want to come, don't you to come here. We're good. We're full.
We're good.
That's what they'll say up in the mountains.
Yeah.
They're like, we're fine. We don't need any more people. And so the locals, although once you get there, they'll know you, like you, love you. But they'll always just talk shit. It's like, we're fine. Don't sell any more houses up here. We don't need you. So if you're looking for reasons not to move to the foothills, mountains, Colorado, this was your video. If you want a whole bunch of other videos about what it's like to live in the mountains, foothills, reasons why you should move to Denver, top things to know about when you're moving to the mountains, like this is the channel again. And so leave a comment if you have something you want to add to this video. Call us, text us, email us if you have questions about your specific situation. Josh and I are like the mountain men of Moxie, and so reach out to us. We're happy to help you out. All right, anything you want to add?
I just think let's put it into a full perspective. If you're not looking to move to the mountains because of these lists, we have other places for you that Colorado is still dope.
Yeah, we're
Come out to
two-faced.
Colorado.
We talk out of both sides of our mouth. Well, I don't really, but
Come to Colorado.
come to Colorado. See ya.